Hello friends, I'm at the Baker Cemetery, also known as the Sugartown Cemetery in Moscow, Maine, USA. And today I'm visiting the grave of my 7th great-grandfather, David Decker, who was an important historical figure in the American Revolution. So David Decker was born in Newington, New Hampshire around 1719. He married Eunice Rowe Place, April 9th of 1741. She was also from Newington, New Hampshire. Now, the reason David Decker is so important is he was a soldier in the Revolutionary War against the British, but also he was a participant in 1773, December 19th, at the Boston Tea Party. So he actually threw tea into the Boston Harbor to protest King George's unfair taxation on tea. David Decker lived mostly in Cape Newington, which is near Boothbay, Maine. But later in life, he moved up here to Moscow, probably to hide out from the British, because in the early 1800s, British-American tensions were still high right after the Revolutionary War. We don't know exactly when he died, but it would have been probably around 1809 or so. So he would have been roughly 90 or so years old. He was born 1719-ish. We don't know exactly when he was born, but he lived to be very old. He is in the 1800 census in Cape Newington, but he doesn't appear in the 1810 census, so he must have passed away somewhere between 1800 and 1810. It's crazy to think he came 150 miles up the Kennebec River at age 80, but likely he had friends up here. Benedict Arnold actually marched through this area in what is now Moscow, Maine. So David Decker probably had friends that had also been soldiers in the Revolutionary War, and maybe they moved him up here to avoid persecution by the British. But regardless, David Decker died a pauper, a poor person, probably relying on the town to eat. And his grave was actually unmarked until 1899, so about 80 years. This marker was put here in 1899 by the Daughters of the American Revolution. And it says, "The grave of David Decker, one of the Boston Tea Party, December 16th of 1773, placed by the Boston Tea Party chapter, Daughters American Revolution, 1899. And you can see the pendant. It's a depiction of them throwing tea into Boston Harbor dressed as Native Americans. That's the way it went down. It says Boston Tea Party participant. So my 7th great-grandfather, David Decker.